Neom, Saudi Arabia's smart metropolis, is currently being planned and is expected to be unlike any other place on Earth. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman announced the project and declared that the country's 170-kilometer-long coastal strip in the northwest will be free of automobiles, streets, and carbon emissions. This is a significant step in Saudi Arabia's transition away from an oil-based economy because the smart city will be totally powered by clean energy. Today we will be looking at Saudi Arabia's controversial megacity. Before we begin, please like and subscribe to our channel. 9 million people will live on the line, which will be created in Neom, in connected civilizations governed by artificial intelligence and intended to coexist with nature. Excavation for this enormous project has already begun. The city will make full use of artificial intelligence technologies, according to Neom CEO Nadmi Al Nasser. He also affirmed that Neom's planning stage had been successful and that work was moving along at a steady pace. What is Neom? Neom is the premier commercial and tourist development in Saudi Arabia on the Red Sea coast, and it was first announced by Prince Mohammed in 2017. It is a major undertaking in the 2030 vision, which outlines the kingdom's goals for economic diversification. Smart cities and towns, ports, business districts, research facilities, sports and entertainment venues, and tourism attractions will all be part of the $500 billion plan. The development will include a total area of 26,500 square kilometers and be divided into a number of zones, including logistical and industrial sectors. It is anticipated to be finished in 2025. An international airport is one of a network of airports included in the plans. The first, located in Sharma's northern region and known as Neom Bay Airport, began offering regular flights for Neom personnel and investors last year. One of the biggest international airports in the world will be completed by 2030. A commercial and technology hub is anticipated to boost the kingdom's GDP by $48 billion and generate 380,000 new employment. This is scheduled to go under construction in the first quarter of this year. What makes it so unique? Neom is intended to address some of the most important global issues affecting metropolitan areas and to encourage a different way of life. To demonstrate how closely entwined humans are with nature, the city will retain 95% of the surrounding natural area. Neom will have a carbon-positive, zero-emission ecosystem since all of its energy sources, solar, wind, and hydrogen-based power generation, are 100% renewable. Neom will be a regional leader in producing and storing water, with a focus on desalination. Interoperable, high-tech systems will entice water research organizations and startups to promote innovation and take the lead in all areas of the water industry. Neom's water distribution system will be fully interconnected thanks to cutting-edge construction. Neom will be at the forefront of water technology as a result of minimizing water loss. According to Solar Water CEO David Reevely, our groundbreaking desalination system is completely sustainable and 100% carbon neutral. We have found a partner in Neom who has a clear vision for what a new future in harmony with nature looks like. Saudi's King Salman arrives in Neom to recuperate. The line project is the first significant urban development to be planned around people rather than cars in 150 years. With all necessary everyday services, including schools, hospitals, fitness centers, and green spaces, within a 5-minute walk, walkability will come to define city life. All parts of Neom will be reachable within 20 minutes thanks to high-speed transit, which will be one of the ways locals may travel farther. Access to high-speed public transit services connecting all neighborhoods will improve an urban environment that prioritizes walking, cycling, and personal electric mobility devices. Who is building it? Construction has already begun. The line will be followed by 5 to 6 projects for resort development within the city, with some resorts projected to launch after 3 years, Neom Chief Executive Nazmi Al Nasser stated this week. The COVID-19 epidemic has had a negligible impact on the project's advancement. The largest difficulty, meanwhile, is finding additional international and domestic collaborations. He noted that all projects were in the process of urban planning and development, and additional information will be released after the site plans were all finished. Neom's The Line will be a futuristic lab for the 15-minute city. The line's construction started in the first quarter of this year. The line is now one of the biggest and most intricate infrastructure projects in the world thanks to agreements with construction firms Ecom and Bechtel to build a cutting-edge transportation infrastructure. A contract for the provision of a 5G network infrastructure that will speed up Neom's digital aspirations was struck with Saudi telecom company last year. In addition, Neom entered into a $5 billion agreement with Aqua Power and Air Products in the US to build the biggest green hydrogen and green ammonia plant in the world, which is scheduled to start operating in 2026. What is the line in Neom? The line's facade will be made of mirrors, allowing even its footprint to fit with nature. Prince Mohammed emphasized the need to address the growing pressure on metropolitan areas and develop solutions for a fast-expanding global population during his speech at the opening of the line. The line will be the first metropolis in the world to run entirely on clean energy sources like hydrogen, solar, and wind. Commute times will double by 2050. According to him, 1 billion people will have to evacuate by 2050 as a result of rising sea levels and carbon dioxide emissions. According to him, 90% of individuals breathe contaminated air. To improve transportation, a hyper train line will traverse the city. A renewable energy system will be used to power this train route. Recent drone footage of the line has revealed that the massive project's development has begun, with excavators visible in the desert digging a vast trench. How do Saudis feel about Neom? Hamad Al-Kazim, a Saudi IT professional residing in Riyadh, claimed that when he first learned about Neom in 2017, he felt it was the most amazing thing. I found it hard to believe Saudi Arabia would even attempt anything, much less be the pioneer. Layan Baker, a Saudi wellness specialist based in Jeddah, considered the project's scale to be encouraging. It is the audacious, most ambitious notion to have emerged this decade, not simply from the kingdom. The country, especially its youth and future generations, are being led by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman into a new age where man and nature may coexist and develop in harmony. He has been the torchbearer of his beliefs. The fact that the kingdom was at the forefront of such innovation may have surprised the rest of the world. We have never experienced such excitement before, therefore it is a significant historical occasion for us. Thanks to King Salman's guidance and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's vision, it further instills a sense of pride in one's country. How soon will Neom be finished? Neom would be partially financed through an IPO that is anticipated for 2024, the Crown Prince had stated in July. The Public Investment Fund, the Kingdom's sovereign wealth fund, will contribute half of the $319 billion needed for the city's first phase. The economic zone, which would eventually contain 9 million people, will be able to accommodate 450,000 people by 2026 and 1.5 to 2 million people by 2030. By 2045, 9 million people will live there. That's a wrap for today's video. What are your thoughts on our list? Let us know in the comments section below. And make sure to like and subscribe to our